We are back. We are live. Welcome back to Keeping Up with the Culture.
Hello.
It has been a week. A week since we talked now.
Really? It seems longer than that. It does.
Just as much as y'all missed us, we missed y'all. Oh, look at that, Ron.
Not look at that, Ron.
Yes. So this week we're talking about being in between blessings. A lot of people may not understand, exactly what that entails. So that's why we're here to talk about it.
So when I used to hear in between blessings, my great grandmother would say it to us all the time. She never liked anyone to say like they were broke around her. Like that was one thing that I've always grown up knowing. It's like, you're not broke, you're in between blessings. As I got older, it started to become more than just financially. Mm-hmm. I started to look at it on like a personal level, like when it came to if I was going through things in my life, don't be so down on myself, like,
or so tough on yourself. Right. I think that's what a lot of us do. We tend to, if we feel like we're in a tough spot, we don't take initiative to figure out how can we prevent ourselves from, one, getting back in this tough spot, and then what can we do to move forward from this tough spot.
Right.
I think I have a bad habit of doing that.
I mean, we all do sometimes because we're all hard on ourselves.
Mm-hmm. If I'm going through something, I feel like I'm just like stuck in that spot, and then I'm like, okay, I'm so hard on myself. Like, Kora, you got to get out of this situation. You got to move forward from this situation. However, what am I doing to move forward from this situation?
Right. That's true.
So I think it's all about the way you look at it. It's all about outlook and, things that you do to prioritize your responsibilities as well. Like Kirrie was saying, financially. Not saying that you're broke. Just saying, I don't have it right now, or I'm just in between blessings. So, yeah.
One thing that I can say that as I got older, because I heard that so much when it came to like financially, it made me be such a stickler when it came to like my money. Mm-hmm. Like I'm still not the best saver. I will say that. I won't lie to y'all. But I am getting better. I am getting better every day. I'm trying to get better. But every paycheck, like I map out every check. Every single check. Mm-hmm. I map out like how much I'm spending on this, how much I'm spending on groceries, how much I'm spending on, do I have a nail appointment this week and I get my hair done this week?
Those are priorities.
Right. So it's like I am very cautious about like making sure I'm sticking to this budget, this list. Like I'm a big budgeter. I'm a big lister. Mm-hmm. I list everything in my life. So that helps me from getting so lost in, oh my God, do I have it this week? Like, I ate too much boiling crawfish last weekend. Shouldn't have spent them $100 at boiling crawfish last weekend. So it's like, those are the things that help me. Like, you know what? You're just in between blessings right now. Mm-hmm. Like, it's okay.
So do you think you prioritize the way you, like when it comes down to the small miscellaneous things like food? Do you prioritize how much you plan to spend in a week, or you just go like, oh, well, I know I want this tomorrow, so regardless of the price, you know what your cravings are, so you don't think about, oh, I'm only spending $50 this week max for food?
Well, honestly, when it comes to me, majority like of my friends, of y'all, we plan our stuff ahead. That's so true. Like when it comes to by Tuesday, I already know what I'm doing for the weekend. Mm-hmm. Like I already know what I'm doing Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like I am usually always
prepared.
So
look, I can get on your time because I'm not. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm
to answer your question, yeah. If I know that, okay, this is one of those weeks where, oh, I said I was going such and such with this person. Okay, I said I was doing this, and I try to keep that in mind when I'm doing my budget.
Okay. I think I've gotten more so in the habit, and it's funny because growing up, you used to always be like, oh, I want to eat this. Mom, I want to go to McDonald's. Mm-hmm. Now, if I'm thinking about something, I'm like, oh, I got food at the house. I don't need to be spending no money. Right. I've gotten so in the habit of doing that. It's crazy.
Hey, Mom. We got some
Deron said, I'll spend my last on the crab tray. That's ridiculous.
And I mean,
it's ridiculous.
Sometimes, boiling crawfish just call my name and I just be like, you gonna go $40 over your budget if you go to boil crawfish this week. But
sometimes it's worth it.
You gotta live your life.
Sometimes it's worth
it. But the point of the matter is, we're just saying, don't be so tough on yourself, especially at our age. Like, we still have a little bit of time, not a lot now, because we are all getting to that point where we're of age. So at some point, you have to take responsibility when it comes to being financially stable.
Right.
But what we're saying is, don't be too tough on yourself and understand that this is not a permanent situation. This is a temporary situation. And you have control of it. So,
I think we use our age so much in the fact that, a lot of us still have our parents to depend on. I think we use that so much as leeway, but we have to get in the habit. A lot of us are pushing 30. So we can't continuously depend on, our parents got us if something happened. Or we can't continue to live reckless. Right. So I think we have to start putting in more like discipline. We have to start disciplining ourselves a bit more when it comes down to finances. And that's just, what it is. And I'm speaking to myself as well. I'm really good when it comes down to making sure, like, all my bills gonna be paid. That's one thing I'm very serious about. When it comes down to my money, like, my bills need to be paid. But afterwards, you're like, okay, well, I still got this and blah blah blah. It can go one way. You can save it or you can spend it. I've gotten more so in the habit of saving. So
that's good.
I'm looking at the brighter side of things.
Still working on that. Still working on that. Hey, girl. L'Oreal.
Deron said he almost there. I think that's what they say. Almost. Yeah, I think it's gonna.
We are almost there. I'm not there yet. But another thing that it's important to me is knowing how to save and knowing what to save for. Like, don't be so fickle to the point where you can't even enjoy life. Like, know that it's okay to spend your money. Like, you work hard, so spend it. What they say, spend the check, get it right back. Don't spend the whole check, but you'll get it back. Like, as long as you continue to go to work, you'll get it back. Like, don't be so fickle to the point where you can't even enjoy your life. Like, just know how to save. Know what you're saving for. Yeah, that's just how I feel.
I feel like in between blessings too doesn't have to really revolve so much around finances. Right. It has to do as well your faith. Like, that goes with spirituality. Mentally, where you are, it's all about finding a peace of mind throughout all of the chaos that's going on. Whether that be you feel like you're going through a tough time right now, you may be depressed and you're dealing with a breakup or a death, or you're dealing with anything that brings you some kind of like pain. It's okay to go through that and feel those emotions, like feel everything you have to feel in order to move forward from it. It's not saying that you're going to forget what's going on, but you have to find a middle ground, like find a silver lining in the midst of all that. So.
Right. And like she said, it doesn't have to be so focused on finances. Like, I can't even tell y'all all of the times where it just felt like it was just so much going on in my life. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, I have to be in a point where a breakthrough is coming. I don't mean to get so churchy on y'all, but the people who go to church, y'all know what I mean. So it's like, that's another form of like, okay, I'm in between blessings right now. I'm not even gonna stress this situation. I know what's coming. I know God got me. I know things are going to work itself out. So whether it's depression, whether, like you said, death, it could be family issues, it could be job related. You lost your job. Like, it's so many things in life. I can go on and on and on that have us like down sometimes. So
considering to our age bracket, I feel like this age bracket that we're in, majority of our generation, we're experiencing things. It could be some are experiencing more than others, or it could be, some are experiencing things and they're still dealing with it years down the line. It's just all about how you choose to go about handling that situation and realizing, it's a season for everything. And I had to come to realize that, like, while I was in college, I sat out for a year and a half, and I had to put myself in the mind frame like, okay, Kora, it's probably just not your season right now. Like you'll get back to where you were. Lo and behold, I did. So I felt like I was comfortable, but I knew eventually you can't continue to just not, do what you gotta do. So get back on it, and that's what I had to do. So just look at it too. Sometimes it just might not be your season. That does not mean that it's, completely over.
Right.
So.
Wow, this topic got deep fast, huh?
It did. I don't know if I like that.
I wasn't expecting that.
I like the crazy things.
Instagram going up. What they said? Preach, kid, girl. I go to church on y'all on Tuesday now.
Deron
y'all know I act a little crazy, but
talking on a Tuesday. Deron said sometimes we make it worse on ourselves.
We do.
Chastity said, last year I went through a lot emotionally, financially, socially, and mentally. And I was at the very bottom of that depression hole. A lot of circumstances changed by simply just changing our mindset. I agree.
Yes. And that goes to positive affirmations. Like I've told you guys this before. And actually one of my coworkers, I spoke to her about this the other day. And she told me today, she's like, you know what? Ever since you told me that, I've been doing what you said, and I come in here and I actually been having good days. You have to speak into existence what you want in your life. Whether it's just how you want your day to go, short term or long term, you have to speak it into existence. And that's one thing that I preach. I will preach that to you until I turn blue. You can't dwell on the negative. You have to speak those positive affirmations.
And that's what Chastity said. She said she gets up and says, I trust that the universe will provide for me. Right. Elise said she loves affirmations. Deron said, come on, affirmations. That's true. I feel like it's all about your mindset. It's all about the way you get up in the morning. And I feel like your morning represents the rest of your day. So if you wake up in the morning and you just looking for a problem I ain't sleep good and blah, blah, blah. You setting the tone for the rest of your day. So that means, therefore, since you did not get enough sleep, you're walking through the day, you cranky, you aggravated, you aren't really trying to apply better energy to yourself amongst the people around you. People pick up on energy.
Yes. So, and listen, I'm not gonna lie. Some days I'm just very tired. Yeah. And I'm agitated. When I get out of bed, I'm agitated. I'm just mad that I can't stay asleep. But once I get in the car and I pull into the driveway of my office, I just start
You leave that at home.
I just start a whole new aura. I changed the entire aura in my car. I'm like, okay, I'm about to walk in the building.
Look, I put on my bed.
I have to turn up. I have to just get my mind right, because it's it's not their fault that I chose to stay up till 10:30, 11 o'clock. I'm an old lady, so that's late for me. I know y'all about to say something, but 10:30 is late for me. If I'm up at 10:30, I'm tired. So, it's not their fault. So I shouldn't take this out on the staff. I shouldn't take this out on my clients because I'm tired.
Right. So she said Chastity is saying she can do all things through Christ that strengthens her. I love that.
Hit us with the scriptures.
Right. Deron said, also allowing others to change your energy. Stop allowing others to get in your space. I agree.
Yes.
When you let other people in your space, that kind of sets the tone for your day as well. So just be mindful, especially like I've been saying, be mindful of disciplining, setting boundaries. I'm always preaching about that. You have to set boundaries with people. If you see, okay, this is my work friend. I love my work friend. I love coming to work and seeing my work friend. My work friend is in a bad mood. I'm going to try to uplift her mood. However, I can't let my work friend bring me down from the good mood that I'm walking into. You know what I mean?
Right.
Transfer that energy, but be mindful of what you're taking back.
Right.
And that's all about, basically, like I said, just being able to set boundaries and discipline yourself.
Yeah. So, when we say in between blessings, like we've been saying, it's so much more than just financially. It's also mentally. It's also spiritually, as we have had a little bit of church tonight. We're going to call this Bible study. But it's so real because our generation was just so tough on ourselves, for no reason at times.
Right.
What did Diamond say?
She said, I can help you through it, but I can't go through it with you. I know that's right.
Right. And it's just as simple as that. I can give you a little advice, some encouragement. Like, okay, girl, I'm gonna pray for you, but I'm not about to just be down the whole day.
Mess up my whole day. Devron talking about, yes, ma'am, Diamond. That's right. That's true.
That's true. Well, y'all have made it. Y'all have really set some light bulbs off for me today.
Affirmations
honestly,
being the biggest one. I think I'm gonna start. I do affirmations, but I feel like I could do them more.
Oh yeah,
I will implement that a little bit more.
Yeah, make sure, and that's for everybody. You know, make sure that you all are hitting those positive affirmations every morning. This talk was so good. I honestly did not think that this topic would go this way, but we appreciate all of the feedback that you guys are giving us for this topic, because it really made a light bulb go off for me.
I feel like I got closer with y'all. We made a bond, so to speak. So our next episode will be on March 17th. We will be talking about a bit of different things, so just make sure you tune in. Facebook, we will be dropping our Instagram name, so you can come and follow us just in case you missed the episode. Make sure you share it, you like it, comment, and just drop any ideas for next week's episode or the episodes to follow.
Right, and we will be putting up questions, anonymous questions, up on Instagram, and we're gonna try to see if we can do it on Facebook too. So we can just have some discussions with you guys while we're on here, because y'all have a lot to say and we do too.
Right.
Devron said try creating vision boards. That's another thing. Try that too, guys. So if nothing else is...
Wait, Devron said no, don't leave. I know. We got a blast though. It was fun. Diamond said she done came late. She thought she finally caught a live. I know, Diamond, but you can go back and rewatch it, and make sure you DM us if it's anything that you guys have that you would like us to touch bases on. That would definitely be interesting. So
other than that, we'll see you guys next Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Same time, same place. Thank y'all.
Till next time.